goes. All right. Facebook, I am with you now. I had some technical difficulties, Facebook, so I apologize for being 7 minutes late. Instagram's been being patient. Thank you so much. So today we're going to talk about tips and strategies on how to improve sperm health naturally. But first, I wanted to say thank you to everyone for joining me. You guys are amazing. And if you have any questions or comments, don't hold them back. Just shoot them out and I will see them. I'm constantly just talking and then I'll scroll through comments on Facebook and on Instagram. So I'm here to answer your questions. I'm here to guide you and support you. Ideally, your questions are about fertility and or sperm health today because that's the topic of conversation. But again, thank you so much, Facebook and Instagram, for allowing me to be a part of your health journey, a part of your life. I am honored. We get new followers all the time. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are new to me. This is something I do every single week. On Thursdays, I come live and I talk about pertinent health topics. And typically, it's a topic like this that came to us through you guys, through asking questions. We just started getting a lot of instant messages or direct messages, sorry, I'm not down on the lingo, DMs on Instagram and some messages on Facebook that were about sperm health. So we said, let's do a topic on sperm health because guess what? Although I treat a lot of female fertility challenges, I've written a best-selling book called Yes, You Can Get Pregnant, which is all about optimizing fertility naturally. And I have some information in there on sperm health as well. Did you know that there are, I think it's upwards of 8 million couples dealing with fertility challenges? Did you know about 40% of those cases have a male factor fertility issue? That means there's a problem either with sperm count, sperm motility, or sperm morphology. So I had a call yesterday with a new client, and she's gotten pregnant twice already, has 2 healthy children, and they've been trying for a third for over a year, and it's just not happening. Her health is in great shape. As we were talking, there was nothing. She's on the right diet. She's read my book. She's doing all the right things, still not getting pregnant. So one of the, after I did my initial intake and we kind of sat with this, I said, husband, what's going on in his life? Okay, he is healthier than he's been, but he's lost all this weight. There was a stressful time. It's getting better. We need to do a sperm analysis, is what I told her. Hasn't been recommended to her by her gynecologist. Hasn't, it's crossed her mind a little bit, but I think she's a little afraid to bring it up. Sperm health is so important to this picture. And even if morphology is good, motility is good, count is good, as I always say, it can't hurt to improve the quality of the sperm to improve the outcomes, right? Because sperm plays a significant role in getting and staying pregnant. We need healthy sperm coming from a healthy guy for those heterosexual couples that are attempting to achieve pregnancy at home. It's really, really important. And it's often overlooked. It's just something that the pressure seems to fall on the women that something's wrong with us, and that's why we're not getting pregnant, and we're not looking at the male factor here. So some basics right away is like every couple that's been trying, I'd say for upwards of 6, 9, 12 months and not conceiving, send your partner. If you're in a heterosexual couple and you're having sex with a male partner and trying to conceive, send him to a urologist or a reproductive clinic if you're already working with a fertility clinic or considering that, and get his sperm checked. So they're going to do a sperm analysis and they're going to check the count. So that's pretty basic. How many sperm are in there? We want upwards of 20 million. They're going to check motility. So that's how fast they swim and how straight they swim, right? So we want sperm coming out of that, ejaculate and going up through the cervix into the vagina, boom, 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 out the fallopian tubes, meeting that egg, fertilizing that egg, and making the party happen. They say the projectile force with which sperm comes out of the penis upon ejaculation is up like the equivalent of 90 miles an hour in a car. So we want those guys swimming straight and fast. So we want motility being upwards of 40%. Morphology, Men make millions of sperm, right? So I said the count upwards of 20 million. I mean, you can see guys with 50 million. Majority of sperm are abnormally shaped. It's just one of those odd things about us. So morphology only needs to be 15% or higher. So most sperm that men make are abnormally shaped and are not feasible for fertilization. I think that's a part of natural selection, that not getting pregnant every single time we try is just a way of keeping, genetics, what's it called? The genetic selection active in our society. I think, I'm a Darwinian, and I think that's part of that process. But so morphology is about 15%. And so what can we do to impact and improve the quality of the sperm? So this is the same thing I say for women. Your fertility is an extension of your overall health. It is no different. Yes, there are supplements out there for sperm health, for, improving quality, motility, morphology, and yes, they can be useful. However, you guys know me. I am a keep it simple girl. Your health and your fertility are interrelated. That goes for men, that goes for women. Women, we tend to be a little more complicated. We got a lot more hormones in the mix. We're a lot more affected by the environment than men are. But so I'm breaking this up into, kind of, I guess, 3 different categories. I said I was going to give you 5 tips on optimizing sperm health. I might give you more, because that's just how I work. I am as much as I can share to educate and inspire, that is my mission. But first I wanna hear from you guys. Anyone on here dealing with sperm health issues? You might not wanna maybe outwardly shout that, but, or have you tried anything to optimize sperm health, or has your partner, and have you seen dramatic differences? So I'm an acupuncturist by trade. I see acupuncture having an incredible impact on sperm health. There are some studies, they're smaller studies, but they show that 40% of men that get regular acupuncture, even just once a month, their motility, morphology, and count have all doubled. So acupuncture is an incredible piece to this puzzle, okay? Synovia, my husband had a sperm analysis and his concentration is a little low. They recommended Clomid, but we don't want to do that. How do we increase his low concentration naturally? So you are in the right place, Synovia. What a beautiful name, by the way. Acupuncture is one of the best ways to improve count. And then also, so how Clomid works is it's causing basically some more hormones in his system to create more sperm. But what he should be doing is making sure he's on a super clean diet. So very similar to the diet I recommend in, that's funny, I don't have a copy of Yes, You Can Get Pregnant on my desk right now. It's in my other room I was recording before. In Yes, You Can Get Pregnant. But I have a great opt-in sheet for you, Synovia, and anybody who's watching. So if you go over to Aimee Raupp, no, it's at yesicangetpregnant.com. And opt in there, you're going to see a PDF. It's called the Healthy Daddy Diet. That's where I want you to go next. So the key things, so I say tip number 1, acupuncture. Really important. Even if it's once a month, you want acupuncture. Tips number 2, which are really just general lifestyle tips. We need to be sleeping, so it's the same for us, 7 to 8 hours every night. What about acupressure instead of acupuncture? Hubby doesn't like needles. It will work. It's not as effective, but yes, it would work. You could check out my acupressure guide for female fertility, which would overlap to help male fertility as well. It's on my website, aimeeraupp.com, under workshops and guides. Thank you. He's training for a marathon. Is it too much stress on the body? It could be. So too much heat in a man's body will really impact his sperm health. So is he wearing tight shorts when he's running or cycling? That could really impact it. Where is his cell phone? Is he keeping it in his pocket? That could impact it. Is he working with a laptop on his lap? That could impact it. So you want to keep cell phones, not in pockets anywhere, ideally in like a bag off or a coat pocket, but not directly on the area. Laptops never directly on the lap. Make sure there's like a towel or a blanket or a laptop protector pillow in between. If he is a big exerciser, that he should be wearing You know, not super tight underwear, basically, and airing out after, because his body temperature gets too hot, too high, too long. Yes. And then also synovia, the way I look at this is like he's losing a lot of sweat and fluid. And that in Chinese medicine, that same fluid is what makes our substance, our yin, which is sperm. So he needs to be super hydrated. And here's another question. How do you deal with low morphology? So again, morphology usually is low. Above 15% is ideal. So remember, most sperm are abnormal. So a morphology at 15% is actually considered normal. If it's lower than that, we've tried for 5 years. Egg retrieval this Saturday is low motility, but borderline. Okay, so yeah, I want to do things to help optimize that quality, right? So we want to think about acupuncture, we've already talked about. Good quality sleep, 7 to 8 hours a night. We want to think about regular exercise, you know, that they're fit and in shape. There could be over exerciser, which maybe synovia is going on there. There's too much exercise, which training for a marathon, fine. And then it's, you know, he's done with that training and then he should be able to rebuild. But I think about when you do exercise that you're really staying hydrated, and electrolyte rich hydration. So think about things like coconut water is a great way to really hydrate. Obviously things like smoking, alcohol, too much caffeine, soda, all of that is just absolute shit for all of us. So we really want to watch that consumption. I say men should have no more than 5 drinks a week. 3 ideal. Caffeine, same as women, 1 cup of organic caffeinated beverage a day is perfect. Anything more than that, probably not great for our hormones. Never have caffeine on an empty stomach. And you want to think about, you know, obviously stress, and then also environmental toxins. So the same thing that applies to women with all our bath and beauty products, all of our household cleaning products, our laundry detergent, our toothbrush, our deodorant. These all have chemicals in them that are hormonally disruptive and can impact sperm just the same way they're impacting egg quality in women or hormones in women. Also, make sure your man isn't taking a testosterone-like supplement, steroids, things to increase hair growth. Those things will all impact quality as well. If you are doing IVF and you haven't yet gotten pregnant, and sperm tends to be a certain set of, you know, issue, or it's like a low-lying issue, but maybe that's a factor, get a DNA fragmentation test before you go and do the next fertilization. That's what I would think about, especially for you, Christy. See if they can do a DNA fragmentation. That gives us a lot of information of not just like quality count motility, but also just the overall health of the sperm that appears healthy, which it can give us a lot of good information. Okay, so, but I want to remind you guys, all of you should go to yesicangetpregnant.com and download the Healthy Daddy Diet, and you're going to get a lot of good information there too. So I'm basically covering lifestyle. So we want to think about acupuncture. We want to think about sleep. We want to think about exercise, alcohol, caffeine, where he's carrying his phone, is his laptop on his lap, how much exposure to computers, blue light, that kind of stuff. Is he sleeping in complete darkness? Wearing blue light glasses if he's in front of a screen all day. All of those things, just the same as they can affect our health, they affect their health, and they can affect their sperm quality, okay? And then you want to think about, so there's a lot of supplements out there, right? Men and supplements can help with male factor issues. I talk about supplements in that PDF. So again, the Healthy Daddy Diet, really important, but things that men should be taking, especially like synovia, your husband, if he's losing a lot of fluids with the training and the exercise, he needs to be on a really good omega-3. I'm a huge fan of cod liver oil, but you can do any omega-3 fatty acid. You know, brands like Nordic Naturals are great. Green Pastures, Rosita. That's about it. Carlson's now adds soy oil to their cod liver oil, so I don't like it anymore. And men should be avoiding soy. It has a severe impact on testosterone. depleting testosterone, and can really impact egg quality. So processed packaged foods tend to contain soy. Protein powders can help contain soy. One of those energy bars can contain soy. So you really want to look and make sure he's not eating anything that has soy in it. Soy can really negatively impact sperm health. You want him on a really good quality multivitamin. I like Mega Foods makes a great men's multi. Garden of Life makes a great men's multi. Seeking Health makes a great men's multi. Or something like spirulina. So what I have seen in my clinical practice is when I put men on spirulina or a blue-green algae supplement, so I like Nutrex Hawaiian Organic or E3 Live, when I put them on that, and like a good dose every day, like 6 tablets a day of this Nutrex or 3 of the E3 Live or even the liquid E3 Live, sperm quality, the motility, morphology, and count go up significantly within the first couple of weeks. So that is something I want, and that's because spirulina is high in all the antioxidants, A, C, and E. It's got essential fatty acids in there. And it's also a mineral, so zinc and selenium, incredibly important for sperm health. So to me, you got to make sure your man is on a really good omega, ideally cod liver oil, but any good omega-3, equivalent of 1 teaspoon a day. You want to make sure he's on either a good multi and or a spirulina supplement. In my house, we do spirulina and the cod liver oil. And then we also do like a really potent vitamin C. I use the one from, why am I blanking on the brand? Radiant, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm blanking on the brand of the vitamin C. But either way, a good quality vitamin C, upwards of 1,000 milligrams a day, is something that we want to make sure these men are on, or that they're eating vitamin C rich foods like fruit and blueberries, goji berries, green vegetables, things that are citrus fruits, things that are really high in vitamin C will make a huge difference as well on their sperm health. So to think about, okay, so a good quality fish oil, vitamin C rich foods, spirulina, which is an antioxidant powerhouse. Then they also need, and you want the zinc and the selenium, which spirulina has. Then they also need a good quality folate. So similar to women, they need methylfolate. My recommendation for men is that can be in that multi, but also to put them on liver pills. So the same for women. I put all of my fertility girls on liver, grass-fed liver, the equivalent of 3 to 4 ounces a week. So if you want to eat liver as in pate form or make liver and onions and eat 3 to 4 ounces a week, grass-fed liver, amazing for fertility, male and female. If not, take liver in pill form, ideally 2 per day. Dr. Ron's is the brand I recommend. Love Dr. Ron's. And that will give him folate, zinc, selenium, CoQ10. Liver is phenomenally supercharged with all of these micronutrients that are required for sperm health. So not too dissimilar from how we optimize female fertility. And then last but not least, there's research on L-arginine, glutathione, and arsenic acid. What is it called? I had it pulled up right here. Let me just look at it again. D-aspartic acid. So these amino acids, guess where they're found? In bone broth. So bone broth is also incredibly helpful for male factor fertility issues. So you could do things like collagen peptides, you could do beef gelatin, you could do bone broth protein powders, or you could do regular old bone broth, which will really help improve sperm quality as well. On my sheet, I also talk about, going organic, avoiding, sugar, soy, pesticides, eating plenty of foods that are rich in amino acids, antioxidants, omega-3, B12, vitamin C. So things like oysters, liver, butter, asparagus, Brazil nuts, salmon, pumpkin seeds are amazing. They have the amino acids in there too. Blueberries, kale, goji berries. So these are the things that are really important for sperm health. So I want to get to some questions. Let's see. Concerned about husband's coffee at moderate beer wine intake. What are your feelings about this? Okay, so I feel like I already answered. So coffee, ideally 1 cup a day, not on an empty stomach. Make it organic. Beer, wine, 5 drinks a week. Again, try to keep it clean, like organic. One thing too, there's some research showing that men with celiac disease tend to have poor sperm across the board, motility, morphology, and count. And that's because they're not digesting and absorbing any gluten. So when it comes to beer, that could be playing a major role. If your husband gets digestive issues like bloating or gas, especially associated with beer, or eats a lot of pasta, breads, the white stuff, the white pastas, white breads, the not so good stuff, and he has digestive issues, he could have gluten intolerance or maybe celiac that's undiagnosed, and that would be affecting sperm health as well. So having him follow a similar diet to what I have laid out, and yes, you can get pregnant, could make a very big difference. The Metagenics Omega, yes, a fan of that. Synovia, magnesium and maca. So magnesium is a good mineral that would help. Again, spirulina has those minerals in there. Maca is great for testosterone. So that is another good thing that you could add in. I am not opposed to that at all, as is the tribulus, which is another supplement that can be taken. But I would prefer to start with food and then add in the supplements, because if you have a crappy diet, you're not going to absorb your supplements. If you have a lot of stress, you're not going to absorb your supplements. If you're surrounded by pesticides or environmental toxins, the supplements aren't going to do the job that you want them to do. So make sure you're looking sleep, environmental factors, lifestyle factors, diet first, and then supplements. Okay, we can't out supplement a shitty diet or a shitty lifestyle, so remember that. Okay. Okay, let's see more comments on Facebook. You guys are loving this. My computer's frozen again. I love this. Come on. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on. It's like the rainy weather. Is it true that beetroot will help sperm in a big way? I mean, I could see that because beets are really good for supporting the liver and detoxifying the body. So if for certain there's like environmental factors that are impacting sperm health or dietary factors, the beetroot and the beets will really help clear out those issues. Okay, for some reason, I cannot access these new comments. Is this insanity? I wonder if I refresh, though, I'm going to lose you guys, aren't I? Okay, let me see what else I can do. I'm going to go to my Facebook on this page and see if I can read the comments. I am savvy. So my Google Chrome was giving me issues in logging on before, and now it's giving me issues in reading the comments on my page. So I can't answer all the Facebook questions. Let's see if I can do it here. Instagram, what does low testosterone do to sperm? So it impacts development. It impacts across the board. It'll impact morphology, motility, and count. Maca is great for that, but also to think about why is the testosterone low? What else is going on in the hormonal system that's impacting the testosterone, right? So you want to think about lifestyle. You want to think about diet. You want to think about stress levels. You want to think about exercise. Are they over-exercising? Are they under-exercising? Okay, so are these all the comments? Okay, so maybe I did read all the comments. Let's see, 14 comments. Let's see if I can see them. Okay, will he get too much iron if he takes the multi, spirulina, and liver? No, maybe get a multi without iron, though. Spirulina does not have iron. Liver does have some iron, yes. This is great news. Oh, and matcha. Okay. Husband eats really well when at home. However, I can't control his lunches at work. I mean, that's the truth. So you just do the best you can do, if you will, Deirdre, and talk to him about it. Just be like, listen, we're trying to get pregnant. We have this goal. We both want to achieve this goal. Maybe help him find a couple healthier options near work where he could get lunch from, or, you know, just give him some pointers on things to make sure he's incorporating, like give him pumpkin seeds to have at the desk so he's snacking on them, right? You know, talk to him about gluten and dairy and soy. And so just trying to pay attention to the types of foods he's ordering for himself. And then also, listen, the 80-20 rule. If that's just the one meal a day that you can't control, I'd let it slide. Make sure he's doing the supplements, you know what I mean? And that kind of, and the lifestyle things. Okay, so thank you. We've overhauled our diet 2 years ago, organic everything. I've been following a regimen by a functional medicine doctor. Great, Synovia. So it might then be his exercise regimen, and think about really hydrating him. So for a case like that, like if he tends to be that dry case, like his skin is dry or he's like on the thinner side, double his dose of fish oil. So cod liver oil, and then add in the liver. If you're not doing the liver, Synovia, I would really do the liver, and I would do the E3 live, okay? Let's see, Deirdre, thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. I just want to make sure, I don't think I'm missing any of the comments then at this point now. Okay, let's see. So again, you guys can head over to my, yes, I can get pregnant. Okay, here we go. They're now working, these comments. Okay, good. The yes, I can get pregnant.com. And you're just going to enter your email, and then you're going to land on an awesome resources page that actually has amazing resources for women too on optimizing their fertility. But in there, I have the Healthy Daddy Diet, and it's an easy downloadable PDF that you can print out, put on the fridge, and just be like, hey, can you get these foods in every week, you know? And I think that's a great place to start. But for me, the biggest impacts for certain, like acupuncture, and acupressure, Deirdre, like you said, if he's not willing to do the acupuncture, I have a guide on my website under my workshops that is called the It Takes Two guide. And that's also great too, because it's about the emotional connection between the two of you and how to get him fully on board with embracing these lifestyle changes. So you could do the acupressure, you could do the It Takes Two guide, download the Daddy Diet, and then think about, make sure his sleep and his stress levels are as managed as possible. Diet rich in antioxidants. Watch the processed packaged foods. Watch soy. Watch the crappy vegetable oils like safflower, sunflower, canola, soy, peanut. Those oils, so bad for everybody. Make sure he's avoiding soy. Really good quality fats, avocados, seeds, nuts, coconut oil, olive oil, ghee, lard, pastured butter, really good quality fats, make really good quality eggs and sperm. Vitamin C rich foods, or a really potent vitamin C. I still can't remember the name of the brand that I love. This is so weird. It's like a total brain fart. It's like right there on the tip of my brain. The E3 Live, or the Nutrex Hawaiian Organic Spirulina. Bone broth, really important. Even if it's just 3 times a week, 4 times a week, a couple ounces, you could make him a smoothie, put in some bone broth. He won't even know, to be honest. Cook your rice or your quinoa in bone broth. Cook your veggies in bone broth. Get it in that way, okay? And of course, veggies in your diet and in his diet. Supremely important for optimal health and fertility. Upwards of 8 servings of vegetables a day, key. Ideally more cooked than raw, okay? So more new comments, let's see. Okay, let's see. Same thing, why is this not refreshing? I'm gonna go back to this page. Okay, is organic sunflower oil on my skin okay? I think that should be okay. Organic sunflower oil. Yeah, because I think sunflower seeds are okay. Did I say sunflower? Safflower oil. But I don't want you cooking with sunflower oil. It is not a stable oil at all to cook with. I have all the oils that I recommend in Yes, You Can Get Pregnant, as well as in Body Belief, my 2 most recent books. So check that out. But also, if you go to that YesICanGetPregnant.com site, you're going to see healthy oils to cook with too. So there's information in there. Any particular acupuncture points for morphology? So for shape, I would think kidney 3, kidney 6. Those are good ones to think about. Ren 4. Yeah, that's what I would think about. Kidney 3, kidney 6, Ren 4, stomach 36. Okay. God, lots of great questions and comments. Is spinning as a workout an option? It is, but again, like if he's doing it every day, maybe the heat and the pressure and the tightness of the clothes could be impacting. So just like those 45 minutes and then off the bike, change right away. Do not stay in that hot, wet environment, right? Okay. Super hydrated, things like coconut water afterwards. Make sure, like any guy that is like an over exerciser or really into exercise and sweats a lot, double his dose of fish oil. That's really important. That's what I would do. Can morphology improve? He eats goji berries, takes a sperm supplement, which has E, folic acid, zinc. He gets 709 omega. We'll add cod liver oil. So make sure he's on folate, methylfolate, not folic acid, because folic acid could do more harm than good. So a lot of those sperm supplements are kind of, I don't mean to sound or to upset you, but could be crappy quality. So make sure if it has a methylfolate in it, then it's a fine supplement to stay on. If it has folic acid, I would drop that supplement. I would replace it with spirulina. I would do spirulina, liver, extra cod liver oil. That's really, to me, the trifecta for men. Okay, you guys, these are such good questions. I am so excited. All right, does everyone feel like I've answered their questions? Let's see. I cook with organic cold pressed olive oil. Okay, so Deirdre, just not too high heat for that. Higher heat, you need coconut oil, ghee, or pastured butter. Don't cook in olive oil in high heat. When it starts to smoke, it goes rancid, and then it's actually doing harm to our body rather than good. I have all of this. I cover all of this, and yes, in all of my books. So check out, if you want more information on that, check it out. And maybe note to self for Beth, Courtney, if you guys are on, we should do a Facebook Live soon on the right oils to cook with, because I feel like that conversation can't be had enough. Okay, guys. Awesome feedback today. Awesome questions. I'm so excited. And you guys watch this later, it's fine. Keep the questions rolling. We'll cruise through and answer them. Remember, go to yesicangetpregnant.com. Get your free downloads to optimize your fertility and his fertility. Yeah, and I'll see you guys next week, okay? Ciao for now. Bye, Instagram. Okay, and then I'm going to say goodbye to Facebook. All right, guys, I'll see you next week. Let's see. Yeah, I think I got everybody's answers. Okay. Wow. Have a good one.